Hey there and welcome. I'm Kriti, and today I just thought of making a little video sharing something a little personal to me. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you have read the title already. It is about my journey towards transitioning to a vegan and a plant based lifestyle. But before I start talking, I just wanted to give a little disclaimer that this is not me being preachy or trying to force someone to become plant-based. I just wanted to share my journey and the ups and downs that I have been through, and also how I feel right now that I have completely transitioned to a vegan. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear before I start. So, before I became vegan, my diet consisted of a lot of dairy, eggs, fish, meat, because that's what people around me always ate and fed to me. That was normal, and there was nothing wrong with it, so I never even thought of changing it. Although I had heard of veganism, but that was an idea very far off from my reality, so I never thought of exploring that part of the world. So that was me before I was vegan, but things started changing slowly. So I decided to go for my master's to Europe, and I studied in the field of sustainability. So when I went there, I was still not anywhere close to being vegan. I was not thinking about it. But when I went there, I started learning and studying and having conversations with people. I met a lot of people who were embracing the plant based life, and in supermarkets and stores, there were a lot of plant based alternatives. So I started learning more about nutrition because plant based diet is always it's always termed as an insufficient diet. So I read a lot about it, and also most importantly the environmental and ethical side of it. I learned about the meat and the dairy industry and how it works. I started learning more about what goes on between the food that I have on my plate and where it comes from. So as I grew more passionate about sustainability and learning more about food, I started questioning things. I asked myself some tough questions. I asked myself if having animal products is really needed to feel full and be healthy, or does what I eat really reflect what I believe in? Kept asking myself these questions very often, and I started getting this mental discomfort because I just felt like I was not living the life that I wanted to live. That was the turning point, and that's when things started changing. I started experimenting, I started exploring things. I um, i just started cooking because I was not at all a good cook by any means, but I just experimented on different recipes. But i I would like to say that it was not at all easy because I messed up a lot. It was a lot of trial and error, and I used to get frustrated when, I was not able to cook. So it took a lot of time to understand vegan ingredients and vegan food, and how to even balance a meal with the right amount of nutrition. That took a lot of time for me, but eventually I did figure it out, and right now I'm in a very good place. And one thing that being vegan did to me is for me to make food from scratch at home, and I am absolutely enjoying that process because it has made me a more intentional and mindful person. I am very mindful about the things I put in my body, and it has helped me just be be a more mindful person altogether. Mentally, it has helped me be calmer. Physically, I feel lighter and my gut feels a lot better. I'm getting better sleep, and also I feel more energized. But I'd also like to say that I'm also physically active, so maybe that has also a huge role to play in this. So that paired with a wholesome um, complete nourishing vegan diet has really worked for me, and I have never felt better before than how I'm feeling right now. So, yeah, I do not regret anything looking back now, and I have no complaints. But I do want to put some light on the challenges that I had faced. So, the most difficult challenge for me has been the social aspect of it. Maybe because I'm not surrounded by a lot of plant based eaters, so going out, eating out, these situations have been a little difficult for me. And also, there have been situations where I have had nothing to eat. So, yeah, I felt really awkward to go and say it because I felt like I was being too difficult or dramatic or fussy. But as time has passed, I have learned how to deal with such situations, and I do not shy away from telling people about my choices and explaining to them if they ask. Yeah, that was something I used to initially also not find comfortable doing it, like explaining it to people why I eat the way I do. I just expected everyone to understand it, but I realized people are just being curious and not judgmental. Even if they are judging you, I think that's okay too, because it is my journey, it is my path, and I don't expect anyone else to understand it. So, yeah, that has been my journey, and I have no regrets. I just feel better right now, mentally, physically, and in all sorts of ways. So, I'm not saying that this is the only way, but this was my way and how I made this transition. I just want to say that to anyone who's been thinking about it lately, or are curious or overwhelmed by the idea of making this transition, I just want to say that it's completely okay to not do everything all at once. Do it at your own pace, take it slow, maybe just try one meal at a time and go at your own pace. It's about your own personal journey, and it's completely fine to take it slow. So, looking forward, I really want to work on my fitness. I want to be a strong, badass, vegan powered woman, and that is something I've been focusing on lately. I've been trying to make a lot of vegan ingredients at home, and it has been a wonderful journey so far. So, maybe I'm gonna share some recipes and what I eat. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts. If you have had a similar journey, please let me know. I would love to know about it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.